What up, though, everybody? You are now under the black top, where we try to get our act together and find strength and unity in the circle of life and friendship. I am Billy.
I'm Timbo.
And I am Ray. It is nice to be here with you guys. How you guys been? Billy, how you been?
I've been well, man. I'm excited to see that you are repping the Lions because we had an awesome draft.
Oh yeah.
Uh, that's just I'm kind of excited about that. So I've been good. Yeah. How about y'all?
Good stuff. Timbo, how you been?
I've been really good. I have seen a really cool Lions uh, mosaic art piece that
Okay.
y'all may be interested in. I have no idea how much this person is charging for it because it has glass and everything in it, but I'm gonna send that to y'all. I
Oh
thought
yeah.
about y'all when I saw it, so I'm like, all right. But I've been good other than that. Just chilling. Really excited for today's episode. I'm, you know, excited to talk about everything. So yes. What about you, Ray? How have you been?
I've been pretty good. I can't complain. It's just weird. Getting older, you appreciate things that you didn't appreciate at younger times in life. So this past weekend, not this weekend, but the weekend before, we did spring cleaning, and it
Okay.
was just
Hmm.
weird being on, just the adult end of spring cleaning. And
Right.
I mean, of
Not,
course,
oh,
you
I have
still
to
don't
do
want to
this.
do it,
Right. It's
but you do appreciate it being on the, after it's all said and done, and actually doing the work. And then had the little guy out here like just not feeling it at all. He did not appreciate the spring cleaning. So it's just
he was
it's just
not a
funny
fan.
being on this side of it, just on both ends, like just
And
watching
KJ is
him go
not a
through what I've
fan.
been through.
Confirmed.
Yeah, he is not a fan, not at all.
Uh,
No, 0 stars on Yelp. Like
uh,
he wasn't feeling it. But it was cool though. So that was kind of cool. But other than that, man, the draft, I think that was pretty cool. That's What'd you think, Billy? With these Lions, how do you think we did in the draft? What are your feelings on it?
Uh, I'm very pleased. I'm happy. It was exciting. It was unpredictable. I was watching an old game, and he called this move, bro. Like the first round, he called it. Exactly what happened, or exactly what
Wow.
he said is exactly what happened. That's what I said. That was wild. But
mhm.
yeah, he had some really good players, and I'm okay with waiting for my man to get healthy. As when you're healthy, just a good football player. It's worth it. So I'm happy about it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that it was really cool that we were able to trade up later in that first round to take Jameson Williams. Like that
Hmm.
guy's amazing. And I think that with where we are in our rebuild, where it's not like we're trying to necessarily even win this year, we can have that luxury of having somebody go and sit and get healthy and know that, he can come back and be the impact player that
Hmm.
he was in college. And I think it was really cool that Hutchinson fell to us, number two. Just seeing his excitement even after the draft, it really seemed like he was just happy to actually come to Detroit, So that was just really cool
There,
just to see. So man, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen, and looks like they're putting some exciting content for at the very least Hard Knocks, right?
Mhm.
hmm
So hopefully for more than just Hard Knocks. Hopefully we'll get into the season and be entertained. I mean, but they are really building the trenches. Um, in these last couple of drafts, you can really see the attention to the defensive line. I think it's going to
hmm
be really good. We have a great offensive line right now. We have some weapons. It's just like we're starting to see the team build, and being around for so many rebuilds, it does feel different than previous rebuilds. It's like we're actually going and kind of building through the trenches and building through the draft. Like this was such a quiet off season when it comes to free agency with the Lions, but they were able to still build the team and make it strong. And I'm really liking it. They're doing it their way. They're getting the guys for the culture, that they want, and it's just really cool. So I'm very excited. So I had to break out the hoodie today.
Mhm.
Yeah, it'd just be cool just to see what they do. But other than that, we can jump into it, starting with the music that we're listening to. Timbo, what we listen to?
We listened to "Broken Hearts Club" by Sid. She's from the internet, which is a another group that I really love. Um, What did y'all think? it, uh, it's like no.
uh,
Uh, uh, I I had this feeling it was okay. I
Okay,
like how it reminded me of certain eras of music, and that was cool.
for sure. Yeah.
Uh,
hmm
but it wasn't grabbing me for some reason. And I was thinking maybe it's because maybe it's just missing a lot of ear candy. Maybe I'm just spoiled by all the music I listen to, and there's so much melody all over the place that I get used to that. And I just wasn't sure what it was. And then Getting Late came on. The song number
Yes.
8 from
hmm
to the rest of the album. I was like, oh, this is what I was looking for. It was so pleasing. It was creative. It just was. It just felt right, man. Like I love that half of the album, or that part of the album. But the first half, I like the first two songs, but the rest of it just didn't feel. It just didn't grab me, man.
Got
It
you.
was still nice to listen to.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I feel that. Kind of how you felt on the second half of the album is kind of how I felt. Actually, more or less throughout the whole album, I really liked it. I think it was well put together. It was just this elegant display of emotion,
Right.
and it was just really cool. I like how you said kind of how we kind of I forgot how exactly you put it, but I have in my notes how it kind of has this 90s and 80s kind of R&B feel, and it's like you can really hear the differences in it, and it's so vibey at parts, and I love it. It was just really cool, and it was just nice just to see how she was able to make in certain songs make the pain sound so beautiful. And then with the whole just resolution at the end, of I forgot the end track, but I know she had just this nice self resolve at the end. I think it was just all cool and just
Missing out. Mhm.
yeah, the whole project was cool. What'd you think, Timbo?
I have been low key like fangirling about this whole thing. Like I was just like playing it off, trying to see how y'all liked it. It's interesting. So we're gonna have kind of. I it was quite a few. I was a huge fan anyway. I said and the internet. I love her voice. I love the way she approaches things. I love her writing. All of that. So I did not love the whole thing, but even the songs that I wasn't a huge fan of, I still appreciate it because I just like her. So it,
Mm-hmm.
it still works. So as cohesively, I still like the album, if that makes sense. But my favorite tracks were the first one, "Can You Break a Heart?" Love that one, and I thought y'all was gonna like that one because I got y'all Lucky Day on it. But
No, I did like that one. That one was a good one.
okay,
I like the
and I
first one.
like
And I like Lucky Day too. So yeah.
yeah, and I love Tie the Knot. I thought that was catchy as heck. I
All
listened
the
to these.
features were pretty strong.
Yes. Um, I like, of course, Getting Late. That's another song I replayed twice. And then Break My Heart, Why Don't You Love That? That was the most vibey song on the record, I think.
hmm
Uh, so yeah, I was just thoroughly impressed with this. So I enjoyed it.
Good stuff.
Dude, I don't listen to a lot of Kehlani, even though I like what I've heard.
I
hmm
love
But
that
her
song.
feature,
That's probably one of my favorite songs on that joint, man.
that's fire. That song is fire, man. Kehlani is fire for that. To me, that's
Okay,
all.
I gotta give it another listen to. I didn't quite connect with that one, but I'll listen to it again.
Yeah, definitely. Give it a listen. Actually, I think that one after I listened to it for the second time, I threw that one in a little R&B playlist. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. It got some staying power to it.
Mhm.
So
Oh
I
yeah, and of course,
appreciated
like
that.
I said about the '80s and the '90s influences, but I got Prince, I got The Dream, I also got some like futuristic stuff she was doing. So it was a treat to me. It was different. It's like even if
Yeah.
it wasn't something that I completely liked, it was something different, and that's what I always appreciate. So
Oh yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, it was a moment in there. I was like, man, this sounds like it could be a Sade song. Like it
mhm,
was just so cool, just being able to just to pick out some of those sounds, and
mhm,
it was awesome. It was a good listen.
mhm.
So now moving on to album selection. This time around, we are going to pick an album that we would not normally gravitate toward. I am going to go with I don't even know how to say it. Zeit, Zeit by Rammstein. I don't listen to Rammstein, but in college there was a roommate of Timbo and ours
Du
and mine.
hast. Du hast, man.
And he really liked Rammstein. So hey, let's give it a go.
Fist pumps, right? Fist pumps to that. Okay.
Yeah. All right, Timbo, what you got?
Yes. Moto Mami by Rosalia. It's reggaeton, experimental pop and reggaeton. So
By Rosalia.
yes.
All right, Billy, what you got?
Visitor by Impasse.
Visitor by Empath. Okay. I yes, I chose See It. So right. Did I choose See It
I
last
think you
week? I
did.
believe so. Yeah. So I will take away. I'm gonna take away the empath. Yeah. So that'll leave
Dude,
you
is that album? What language is this album in?
Oh, see, I didn't check for that. I don't
I,
know. We've
not
had an
English.
issue.
It may not be English. Yeah, which is that's very true. I didn't think about that when I grabbed it. Which is gonna
They
make
don't
it.
like non-English albums, so we know how this is about to go.
Don't make it sound like that. Okay, actually, I don't think it's. It may not be English.
It's reggaeton, so I don't know. I don't think it may not be good to
So
English.
Yours, man. Ray's.
which one? You
Ray's
getting rid?
album.
You getting rid of that one?
I'm asking, like, you're not sure, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, I thought you were talking to me off top. Yeah,
I am, but he said something about reggaeton. That's not.
that's
I would
that's
that
true.
that album not reggaeton. Reggaeton. So, like, yeah, we're gonna take yours off. We're gonna listen to Moto Mami.
Okay.
Okay. Gay for inclusion.
Here we go. Here we go. Clap it up. Clap it up. All right, cool. Moving on. We will listen to Moto Mami next week. All right, so moving on to our book, White Fragility. We are on chapter 6, title Anti-Blackness.
My favorite chapter so far.
Yeah, this was a very interesting chapter. I found it fascinating, as with a lot of this book, how we can kind of just sit back and look at through the lens, through the white lens, just seeing in this chapter specifically just how she, uses so many different examples to, express and illustrate this anti-black sentiment, was really cool. Was there anything necessarily that kind of stood out to you guys? Anything you kind of want to talk about or touch on?
I do like this part where it says Carol Anderson in her book White Rage argues that the trigger for white rage inevitably is black advancement. It is not the mere presence of black people that's the problem. Rather, it is blackness with ambition, with drive, with purpose, with aspirations, and with demands for full and equal citizenships. It is blackness that refuses to accept subjugation and to give up. Just love that because it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah,
So
and
it's just
yeah, it's
That's how I
interesting.
feel. I feel
Mhm.
like that's just all these chapters are stuff that I just want to recite from the book
dude.
because I agree with what she's saying and how she puts it. It's tough for
Right.
me to like really pull out so many individual things when I
Mm.
just want to read what it is, and there's too many things to read.
Right. I
Mhm.
get that. I guess in trying to pull out some of the things that I like, the one thing that resonated with me was how whiteness is predicated on blackness, and
Mhm.
how the only reason, how she goes on to say how the only reason that there is a white race, is because it was used to justify the enslavement of Africans. And
Right.
if you couple that with kind of what her interpretation of Ta-Nehisi Coates, where she was saying that whites can only be white, if someone is not white. How
Well,
white in essence is a false identity, a false superiority, where they don't really want blacks, but they need blacks. They need us because we're the thing that they use to rise against. So it's just so interesting when you think about it like that. And it's like it is just this false this false identity that they have. It's just this interesting just looking at it. And what is whiteness without the black people or the blackness to juxtapose it?
But you know what? I'm also thinking about the part in the, in the chapter where it talks about the whites in, I guess, in a statistic survey wouldn't want to move into an area that was more than 30% predominantly black.
Yeah, and how that
So
white flight even
yeah,
started at 7%, right?
that's all it takes, 7%.
Wow.
That's like barely a black family on a block.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's so interesting.
So yeah, the white
Yeah.
flight is real apparently. I
No, I
guess.
mean, it is until you need it. Like, and she posted this too, or stated this, white flight until it's the other way around, then it's gentrification because now we need, the living, we need the housing. So let's move in and let's make the pricing go up and in essence push people of color out or people
Mhm.
who don't have the means out.
Mhm. Um,
It's interesting. It's just anti-blackness. I found it really interesting. Um, did you guys watch the movie? What was the movie that she spoke about? Oh, you're gonna make me pull it up.
mm.
The football
pull it up.
movie that she referenced at
Oh,
the end. The Blind Side. Did y'all see Blind Side?
I know
Yes.
enough about the movie. I know enough about it.
Yeah, I know about it. I didn't see it, and I do remember when it came out, feeling as if it came off like a white savior movie to me. So I didn't really want to see it.
Unfortunately, most movies do have that white savior narrative. It's
So,
something I
well,
think it was
because the white
happening
people make
before
the
we could catch
movies.
on to it, and right, that too. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was interesting just hearing her actually go out and break apart this movie and almost read it for filth. Like, hey, look, this is the issue here. This is the issue here. This is the issue here. And like this movie that's proclaimed as like this really great, movie, through the lens of whiteness, and how in reality it really just reinforces mass stereotypes and is it's just a crazy movie. Something
Yeah.
that on the outskirt looks like something good. Oh, look, we're helping people, but it's just when she just kind of laid it out there, it's like whoa, like to the point where I didn't even really see, but once you kind of read it, it's like, oh well, no, it is that. It does kind of reinforce certain stereotypes. It does have this, oh, black people can't come out the hood unless they're grabbed up by these white people and brought to safety, and even just breaking down certain scenes, it was interesting to see. I almost want to watch the movie just to see what my feelings would be kind of with this lens now. So yeah, I was just curious if you guys had even seen the movie, because I know it was a very popular movie when it came out.
It didn't appeal to me. Y'all know I'm very specific about movies I watch, so
I feel that one, and that one had a sports background to it too, so he probably was like, you know.
I think you should watch it. I watched it a long time ago, and like Timbo said, there's a lot of stuff that just it was before I could really catch on to it. And then when she was breaking it down, I thought about all the other movies that had so everything was similar. I guess even the sports movies, like I guess the one with The Rock, was it
hmm
Gridiron? Kind of had
yep.
similar scenes. It wasn't like
Hmm.
white people, but just some of the stereotypes are similar. And just again, how she traces everything back to how things like this fortify the white image and supremacy uh, to that audience. And it's just behind the veil, like this how racism hides itself. It's upsetting. It sucks. And I was that young and didn't know what I was watching. I didn't see it. And now I look back and see how many movies like follow the same trend.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
It's
it's a
interesting,
lot.
man. Yeah. I mean, it's just it takes all the little boxes, I suppose. Yeah. But all in all, very interesting chapter. Informative. It was interesting, like I said, being on this end of it, being able to look through the lens that she calls out, just really real feelings. I think there was a point where she even said just up front, like it's still feelings that I have when I just think about black people, and it's just stuff that's just innate in me that, that you still have to kind of think about and unlearn. So it's just really cool that she brings that honesty to her writing, and hopefully, people who are reading it, just kind of take it for what it is, and can be a little honest with themselves as well. You know. Next chapter, chapter 7, is racial triggers for white people. That'll be interesting, I guess.
Right.
So, yeah, we'll read that one when we get there. All right. Did you guys have anything else to add? I guess I did just kind of end that one. Anything? No. All right, cool. Pushing along. Our segment this episode is what you're watching, as I
What you
recall,
watching?
which
Yes.
is a nice one because we haven't what you watched in quite some time.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. My thoughts is Tim did something on YouTube. William did, I don't know. I mean, Billy, I'm not sure what Billy did.
Mhm.
And if I were you guys, I would probably guess that Miles was sports related because I'm always like doing sports. But I don't know. Let's find out. What you guys watching?
Okay, this is. I came up with the idea because this is real interesting. There are a group of people on YouTube who bust pedophiles that are trying to talk to underage, what they think are underage kids on like apps like Grinder, Tinder,
Oh
and
wow. Like on some
Whisper,
Dateline stuff?
even. Yes, on How to Catch a Predator, and it's just so crazy. You see literally men from all walks of life. You can't say, "Oh, it's this type of man," or "It's this." I have seen
Right.
literally every ethnicity guy on there,
Wow.
and they're doing really creepy stuff. One guy was trying to meet a girl at a park at night. It was like midnight. Another guy was trying to meet a girl at Walmart at like 10:23 p.m. They always want to meet them at night, and
Right here.
they all have the same excuses. Oh well, I was just trying to really see if she was 13. I didn't know
Right.
she could have been anybody.
I
I'm
just really wanted to see.
lonely. Yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
it's real fascinating. I've watched probably about probably 40 to 50 videos of it
Okay, now
because it's
of
just
these videos, how many people try to run?
I've seen one guy that was just like last night, and actually two.
Okay.
But one guy was kind of like he was doing this awkward jog. It wasn't really warming, but it was like because he was I don't know. But yeah, no, they do all types of weird stuff when they get caught, and they always, the one guy had cinnamon toast crunch, so the guy that busted it was like, "I'm the one who told you to buy cinnamon toast crunch." So, it's just like,
Oh
yeah,
man.
it's real interesting, but it's just, and it's weird because it's like it's creepy, but it's still entertaining. So I don't know, but yeah,
Oh
that's what I've
man.
been watching.
Wow. That is funny. That is funny. Well, good. Get all them dirt bags off the street.
Right.
Yeah.
And they have been
Oh,
successfully able to get quite a few people dealt with and locked up. So
okay.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Um,
So you got
speaking
the
of
cinnamon
YouTube,
toast crunch right there.
that's awkward.
AF.
That's very. Is it? Do you remember the? You remember the old Datelines, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Are
And they
they as funny as like? Is it like really the same setup?
It's similar and it's equally funny to me. I didn't watch How to Get Away with the Predator when it was on TV, but this is hilarious to me. These people.
Oh man.
All right. I don't know how I got here, bro. I don't know how the YouTube algorithm can put me here. But do you know who Curtis Wheeler is?
No.
Curtis
Curtis
Willard.
Wheeler. Curtis Wheeler.
Oh, Wheeler.
Wheeler. Okay, no.
So apparently he was an artist and a dancer. And I didn't make it through the documentary. It's this documentary called Curtis. And it's his life after like dealing with AIDS. And it's like showing him in hospice care and like it's such a it was just an interesting thumbnail. And now I gotta look into somebody's life who struggles with some real deep stuff. It was jarring, kind of. Yeah. I don't know how I got there. I didn't make it through. It was kind of it wasn't disturbing, it was just sad, kind of.
Mm.
Mm,
Yeah.
I get that.
That and Star Trek Discovery
What season?
4.
Oh, you started 4?
Yeah, I'm like maybe episode 5.
Okay. I only watched episode 1 of 4, season
Mhm.
4. So I'm like slowly watching it since it's complete
Yeah.
now. Just taking my time. No, but
What you
so
mean it's like that's the latest season?
yeah, that season just completed, I believe, because they were, even though it's on a streaming platform, I think it was still only coming out once a week.
Oh, so it's over. Once I'm done with season 4, it's just done until next season. Is what you're saying.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna chill then. I'm not gonna watch so many. Man, what about you?
Uh,
What you been watching?
oh man, so it was weird. I went into my over the weekend, came into my living room, turned on TV, and the TV said, "Hey, you can try Apple TV Plus for 3 months for free." So I said, that will be the one streaming service I don't got. Let me see what's on this Apple TV Plus. It is so much stuff on Apple TV Plus. Like I've been watching Apple TV Plus because my thought is, hey, y'all not gonna trick me and nickel and dime me into paying past these 3 months. I'ma just watch everything
Everything I can in these 3 months.
in these 3 months.
That's how you do it.
So I've been literally treating it like just TV. Like I have just episodes. I'm not binging anything. I'm just watching one episode at a time of like 8 shows. And it's been amazing because it's 30-minute shows in there. It's comedies in there. It's a little animation in there. Stuff that'll make you think. It's just really cool. It's will just really well-rounded TV. And it just sucks that everybody has this. It's like the golden age of TV, but you get nickel and dimed and it's so expensive. So
Mm-hmm.
if we do what you're watching within like the next 3 months, that's what I'm watching. But they got some good stuff on there though. There's
Okay.
some good shows. Actually here, anything in particular I can call out that was good. Oh, the After Party is good. That's the one with Tiffany Haddish, and she is playing a detective and trying to figure out who killed James Franco. Really cool. Um,
Okay.
there is a couple movies that I want to see. There's the one with Tom Hanks. We got the movie, the TV show with Denzel Washington, The Tragedy of Macbeth. I want to watch that. So it's just a lot of good ones that are not only good because they're on the show, but I think some of those are like up for like Academy Awards or Emmys or something like that. Just really good TV.
Cool.
So, but yeah, that's all I've been watching.
Cool.
All right, yeah, cool. All right, so the last segment that we have on this pod is the big question hat. All right, one of y'all got to say it. I can't get it.
Sombrero de preguntas.
Yeah, see, I can never roll the R, and I always forget the preguntas.
Add a D. Say sombrero.
Hey, that was some banado. Yeah, that's a little
Okay,
better.
that's better. What albums are you obsessed with?
Oh God.
Um, 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
The Doors by The Doors.
History by Michael Jackson.
Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Slow Rush, Tame Impala, Control, SZA. I really enjoy
Control
Jaguar.
SZA.
That's been Control SZA for sure. Probably has a #1 spot right now. And Jaguar, Victoria Monet, I really enjoy.
That's an honorable
24
mention.
Karat, man. 24 Karat. What was it? Bruno Mars' joint.
Yeah.
That album, dope. What other albums? Just about to name.
The Blueprint.
I do really enjoy Lemonade.
Yeah.
I was just about to say Lemonade.
Dangerously in Love. I was going to say that one.
I don't know if I had like a favorite rap album.
The Carter One. That's my favorite
Carter
Lil Wayne album. Yeah, I love Carter One.
50 Cent The Massacre. I like that album.
Okay.
The Massacre, Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yeah, that's what it was based off of. Even though he never referenced it in the album.
You know, The Weeknd, the trilogy joint that's really like 3 albums. I really liked that when I was in college, that college times.
I haven't heard a Weeknd album.
Oh, Victory Lap by Nipsey.
Mm-hmm.
I can listen to that too. You said you haven't heard The Weeknd? A full The Weeknd project?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. We should
should
listen to the last one.
Dawn of Him.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
the best one.
I should have. Oh, I don't know. I didn't even want to listen to it. I should have brought it up for this last go round.
I probably would have chose that.
It's not feeling that.
Probably not. James Blunt. Back to Bedlam. I love that album. So they're just going through my starred albums in my phone. Yeah. Those some good ones.
What was that? Is it Gut Gear? I like somebody that I used to know. Yeah, the guy who did somebody that I used to. That last album. Okay. What was the name of that album that he did? Let me see.
I really enjoyed that album.
I guess it was Making Mirrors. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember kind of liking this album.
Not gonna lie, I'm probably obsessed with 4 or 5 different Fall Out Boy albums. I probably there's probably 4 or 5 albums I know front to back. I haven't listened to them in a while, but I think I still probably know them front to back and back to front. Who else, man?
Yeah, it's interesting.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Because I know it's some classics that I'm missing. I know it is.
Me too, man. I know it.
Like, I know I said the Michael, but I know it's some. Because I got some in vinyl over there. Oh, Blue Train by John Coltrane. That's a good one. I love that.
I need to listen to it.
I do too.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Right.
Good question though.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, tell us your answers. Even send us some new questions. Timbo, where can they reach us?
BlacktopAsylum@gmail.com.
Awesome. And Ray, where can they find us, watch us, listen to us?
Oh yeah, man. You can listen to us anywhere that you can find a podcast. You should be able to type us in and find us. And you can watch us on YouTube, you know. Just look us up, give us a watch, give us a thumbs up, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. We need it. We appreciate it. Tell your friends if you like us. Tell your friends if you don't like us. You know, just spread the word, man. A little bit of love, a little bit of appreciation. We appreciate it. We appreciate you, especially if you're still listening after 40 plus minutes. Like, go you.
Right,
Yeah.
you're awesome.
Um,
Have the
yeah.
world's
That's it.
best day.
There we go. You are
All
awesome. You are
Uh,
amazing.
the black top is not closed.
right. Oh, yeah.